The tradition continues.
Calvary Global Network Radio to the world 24/7 from Africa, South Sudan, and Uganda.
The Israeli military is moving ahead with its takeover of Gaza City despite famine being declared in the area and warnings that it will spread to the rest of the enclave within weeks. At least 45 people have been killed by the Israeli attacks this Sunday. 22 were killed while trying to collect aid. Health officials in the enclave say at least 8 more people, including 2 children, have died of malnutrition in the past 2 days. France has summoned its U.S. ambassador after he wrote a letter to President Emmanuel Macron, accusing him of not doing enough to stem anti-Semitic violence. In it, Charles Kushner said there's a lack of action by the French authorities to combat anti-Semitism. He also criticized Paris's plan to recognize a Palestinian state in September, which Macron announced last month. Yemen's Houthis say at least 4 people have been killed and 67 others wounded after Israeli jets carried out multiple strikes on Yemen's capital. Houthi officials say Sunday's attacks on Sanaa will not deter them from continued support for Palestinians in Gaza. The Israeli military has confirmed it struck 2 power plants and infrastructure near the presidential palace.
The Air Force again attacked strategic targets in Yemen today. It attacked the presidential palace in the heart of the capital, Sanaa, the city's power plant, and the fuel tanks that supply it. The Houthis are learning the hard way that it will pay and is paying a very heavy price for its aggression against the state of Israel.
Ukrainian prisoners of war released by the Russian military have arrived in Kyiv-controlled territory. It is part of a United Arab Emirates brokered deal where both countries exchange 146 prisoners each. Among those released is former Kherson mayor who had been in Russian captivity since April of 2022. Meanwhile, President Volodymyr Zelensky has vowed Ukraine will continue to fight for its freedom in a defiant address to his nation on its Independence Day. Zelensky again called for peace and a future which will only be decided by Ukraine. He marked the day alongside Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney, who reiterated Western support for Kyiv.